Welcome to M7 My Mind Matters. I'm Paul Beck from engagewithsuccess.com. This is the ultimate destination for exploring the inner workings of your mind, unlocking the secrets to cultivating a success mindset, and igniting your personal growth for lasting inner peace. Through immersive workshops, you will experience the synergy of breathwork, mindfulness, and meditation as catalysts for your mental fitness and profound transformation. You'll be guided on a path to embrace the present moment, master your mind, and cultivate emotional management. Engage with success and attain your state of grace by tuning in for the live broadcast of M7 My Mind Matters on Mondays at 7 p.m. UK time, or catch up at your convenience on social media. Visit engagewithsuccess.com and click on the resources button for links and plenty of free inspiration. Hello there, thanks for joining us here on M7 My Mind Matters. My name is Paul Beck and I'll be your coach this evening. Now, My Mind Matters clearly is all about the mind. It's all about the fact that your thoughts create your reality. We talk about mindset. However, it's very, very important that you understand there's a big connection with the heart as well. Now, this is not new information. If you were to go through some of the old classic books, a perfect example would be Neville Goddard, Feelings Are the Secret. Neville Goddard was a writer during the 30s, the 40s, and the 50s. And yet that information is still pertinent today. If any of the books and things that I mentioned tonight are interesting to you, go to engagewithsuccess.com, click on the resources button, and you'll be able to find lots of links to these things. Now, Neville Goddard, very, very interesting. Feelings Are the Secret, an amazing book that will be very thin. It's very quick access to the type of information that we'll be sharing with you this evening. However, people like Wayne Dyer, talking about your wishes fulfilled. Neuroscientist, Dr. Joe Dispenza, talking about having an elevated intention, that's your thoughts, and yet having an emotion. And that's the connection between the heart and the mind. And that's what we'll be exploring this evening. As ever, there are 3 tools that we'll be using. Generally, we use the breath work, mindfulness, and meditation to access the mind, to calm the mind down, to slow the thoughts down. But tonight we'll be using them to slow the thoughts down and connect with the heart. So if you've heard of this heart-mind coherence, this is a big term. Dr. Joe Dispenza certainly uses this term. You'll find people like Bruce Lipton use this term. Many people using the heart-mind connection or coherence. And you'll find many, many resources on this. You'll be able to find lots of information about it. So please don't think it's just something I've created. And I love the fact that more and more and more, this is all evidence-based. So it's not so metaphysical, not so ethereal, not so could be, maybe, might be. And something else you may not have heard of is the fact that there's a brain in the heart. And the two connect to each other. In fact, it's believed now there's more information sent from the heart to the mind than there is from the mind to the heart. So this is all very interesting stuff. We'll take a deeper dive as we make our way through. But let's get started. Let's get you in a good place to access your heart and access your emotions. So we'll start with breath work. If any of these terms are new to you, breath work, mindfulness, which I'm sure you will have heard of, or meditation, which I'm very confident you would have heard of, but perhaps you've never experienced them or tried them or read about them, don't worry. Please, and in fact, it's the opposite. If you have done any of this work, whether it be mindfulness or meditation or even breath work, then just put the thoughts aside that you may have. Put any ideas that you've got from previous experiences or lessons or teachings, put them to one side and just dive in tonight. Just dive in and experience everything we talk about. And see if you can literally experience it. I like to call them workshops, immersive workshops. So it's not just somebody talking like many podcasts. This is literally a chance to try it out. Now, if this is your first time doing it, you might not access something this evening. But, and by the way, I say this evening because on Mondays at 7 we are live. This is live right here, right now. But the chances are you're listening to it on a podcast or a broadcast. It might be on YouTube or Instagram or Facebook. It really doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what time of day or which day of the week it is. Take the opportunity to participate. So get comfortable in your chair. Put your hands on the top of your legs, put your feet on the floor. You can have your shoes on, socks on, or nothing on. Well, I say nothing on your feet whatsoever. And just get comfortable and then close your eyes. So let's take a moment to take a nice deep breath in through the nose and let it out through the mouth. Nice deep breath in through the nose. Let me give you some counts. 1, 2, 3. Hold on to it for 1, 2, 3, and let it out for 1, 2, 3. Let's do the same to the count of 4 now. In through the nose for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold on to it for 1, 2, 3, 4, and let it out for 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go for 5 now. In through the nose for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold on to it for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let it out for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now continue breathing at your own pace, whatever comfortable for you. If you can breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth, great. If you forget, please don't worry, but do continue to breathe. Now, you might be thinking, well, this is just breathing, but it's actually a step beyond that. We take this to conscious breathing. I want you to pay attention to your breathing. And whilst I'm talking to you, whilst I'm imparting some information, just focus on your breath and try to control it. And this should absolutely take you to a place of calmness and peace. And as we make our way through the evening and we breathe deeply time and time again, you should really start to feel a difference in your emotional state. State is a word that many coaches use. And when we say state, it's not just what you're thinking, it's how your body is feeling. So if you can get into a state of calm, a state of peace, I call it a state of grace, then you're far more likely to think clearly and feel good. So once again, I want to remind you that the mind and the heart are without doubt deeply connected. This is proven now. And it's in a number of ways, both physically and emotionally. Physically speaking, the heart and the brain communicate constantly through the nervous system. That's something you may or may not know. But this is very mainstream. This is not new information. And the brain sends signals to the heart to regulate its rate and its rhythm. And the heart sends signals back to the brain about how the body is feeling. It's like they're in constant dialogue with each other. And in fact, there's an entire field dedicated to this. It's called neurocardiology. And it's all about studying this complex interaction. So feel free to look that up. Neurocardiology. And I encourage you to do homework. I encourage you to do your own independent research. I encourage you to go and look at the resources I offer on my website, because I want you to know that this is true. I want you to believe in this stuff, not just think, oh, this fella sounds convincing, this fella sounds like he knows what he's talking about. I want you to read more, learn more, listen to more, because if you can believe it, it becomes more powerful. A little bit like if you have high intentions but don't action them, it's unlikely they'll happen. A little bit like if you're daydreaming, you're wishing, but you don't do anything about it, nothing will happen. And you can actually think and believe something. You can think about it time and time and time again. But if it isn't a belief, if you don't really believe it, if you're just telling yourself you could do something, again, it's unlikely you will. But if you can believe it, it will help you to commit to that dream, that goal, and it will help you take action towards that dream and that goal. And feelings are equally as important. As Neville Goddard says, feelings are the secret. Do get your hands on a copy of that book if you can. You may even find a free PDF online and just read it. It's really eye-opening, and more importantly, it's heart-opening. Okay, whilst we've got our eyes closed, take a nice deep breath in. Put your hand on your heart. And as you breathe in, feel your chest elevating, rising. As you breathe out, feel the air deflate your chest. Your chest will fall again. Just follow for a moment the rising and falling of your chest, but keep your hand over your heart. Now, at this point, I often ask you to smile, put a little smile on your face. But tonight, this is even more important because that smile on your face will be sending signals to your heart. So have a little smile right now. Think about some of the good things that have happened to you today. Maybe there was some bad, but forget those. Focus on the good. Focus on anything great that happened, or focus if it hasn't happened yet. Maybe you're looking forward to the evening, going to see your other half, going to see the kids, going to watch a movie together, whatever it may be. Maybe you've got a holiday coming up, a little break, a weekend away. Focus on something positive, put a smile on your face, and feel it go through to your heart. And as you breathe in, feel the joy going to your heart. And as you breathe out, feel the joy from your heart coming out of your body and surrounding your immediate environment. Think of that as creating that glow, that aura all the way around you. So breathing in, take the energy to the heart, and as you breathe out, allow the energy to go all the way around you and create a beautiful golden white light, a bright light, an aura, almost like a shield, so that no negativity can come to you. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Can you feel the joy coming in? Can you feel the peace, the tranquility, the calmness? This is where you want to be. This is a powerful state. And this is so simple to do. You can do this on your own. You close your eyes, you just take some deep breaths. Closing the eyes is important if you can do it, because it shuts off all the other senses. So seeing is the vast majority of what we do. It feeds the brain information. And funnily enough, the vast majority of information coming through is actually deleted. We don't even use all of the information because we'd be overwhelmed. That's why our reticular activating system is looking for the information that's coming in and picking out the bits that will make our thoughts the reality. It will prove us to be true. Again, the RAS, reticular activating system, something worth looking up so you understand this is a real thing. And what it does is it deciphers all the information coming in, and it picks out the elements that we need so that what we expect, our expectations, are proven to be true. You've heard that term self-fulfilling prophecy. This is why what we think is more likely to become true, because we're proving it to ourselves constantly. Okay, nice deep breath in through the nose. Hold on to it for a moment and let it out through the mouth. Make that smile on your face even bigger. Feel the joy now going down to your heart, and the heart filling up with joy. Feel the peace. Feel the happiness in your body. Okay, when you're ready, open your eyes. We're going to move now on to mindfulness. Again, if mindfulness is new to you, don't know much about it, don't worry, I'll take you right back to basics. And if it is something you know about, then maybe what we'll offer you tonight will be different to what you're accustomed to. Just roll with it. Now, mindfulness, many people think that mindfulness is to stop you thinking. It is not. You will never stop thinking, but it is designed to help you slow down. It is designed to stop that mind getting carried away, creating stories that may or may not be true. And the vast majority of the time, we're telling ourselves things that aren't true. Aren't true. I often use an example of getting a phone call from the boss saying, come and see me first thing in the morning. And you might be panicking, thinking I'm in trouble, something's happened, or maybe they're going to let me go, maybe I'm going to be very, and you get to the meeting and it turns out you get a promotion, or you're being offered more money, or you get a pat on the back for doing such a great job. In fact, recently, a friend of mine, they got all panicky because they've been buying a house. It's taken a lot longer than they anticipated. And then at the weekend, they saw that it was back on Rightmove, and they got into this big panic. Oh my goodness, it's taken so long. The sellers have decided to put it back on the market. We're not going to get it. Panic, 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 panic. And I told them, I tried to explain to them, but they would not listen. You're creating a story in your head. Wait till Monday, talk to the estate agent, find out the truth. Don't create stories in your head. But they did. And they got very flustered, very panicked, very upset. And on the Monday, they called the estate agent. They were quite upset, quite irate. And it turns out it was just a glitch. They called it a glitch. I imagine it was something like a timing program that if you didn't buy within a certain amount of time, or it wasn't turned off after a certain amount of time, it automatically went back onto the market. And that is what happened. They didn't plan for it. There was no discussion with the seller that it'd taken too long to get it back on the market. Just a story that was created. And how many times do we do that to ourselves? Another good example could be partner. Your partner hasn't come home and you start to panic, you start to get all nervous, start to get anxious. Have they been in a crash? Have they been in an accident? Are they out? Are they cheated on me? All these things go through your mind. It turned out they got a flat tire, so they got home late. Or it turned out that they decided to stay at work late and get this project finished so they could be free for the weekend. All sorts of things can happen. But we create stories. It's far more empowering to create good stories than bad stories. So the whole idea of mindfulness is use the 5 senses. In fact, I talk about the 6th sense, but the 5 senses, you know those: vision, hearing, smell, taste, and touch. And then of course you've got your feelings as well. There are a lot of things that we can use to calm ourselves down. So let's do that right now. Close your eyes, put your hands on the top of your legs, feet flat on the floor, and get comfortable. Take a nice deep breath in through your nose, hold on to it for a moment, and let it out through the mouth. Okay, we're going to start with sound. Keep your eyes closed and just listen to the sounds that are around you. Right now you might be able to hear the music playing from this broadcast. Just focus on that for a moment. I'm going to turn my music down and I want you to focus on the sounds that are around you right now. You know, I encourage you to be able to do this on your own at any time. You could be in the office, you could be hiding away in the loo, you could be sat in your car. Just listen to the sounds in the room that you're in. I can clearly hear my computer fan whizzing around. Maybe you can hear TV in the room next door, the kids. Maybe you can hear the neighbours walking about upstairs. If you're in a flat, what can you hear? If you're thinking you can't hear anything, then just breathe a little louder. And listen to your own breathing. Breathing at your own pace. Just listen to your own breathing. Now take your attention outside the room that you're in, outside the building that you're in, and start to listen to the sounds that are outside. Maybe you can hear traffic, planes flying overhead. Maybe you've got the window open, you can hear birds tweeting. Maybe you can hear people walking up and down the sidewalk. the pathway outside your window. Maybe there's a boiler nearby, the hot water's on or the heating's on, and you can hear the boiler. What can you hear? Take your attention outside, though, if you can, and listen for sounds outside now. Now, when I go quiet to give you a chance to pay attention to the sounds, that's when it's likely that your mind could wander. So, whilst I'm talking, you'll very likely be focused on what I'm saying. You're interpreting that information and listening intently, and so you're focused. But when I stop talking and give you a chance for 10, 20, 30 seconds, that's when your mind might wander. Don't worry about that. Do not be concerned about that. That is very, very typical, very, very natural. And so the moment you're aware that your mind has wandered, and you think, I'm thinking about lunch, I'm thinking about tomorrow, I'm thinking about work, whatever it may be, just bring it back to the present moment and listen to the sounds that you can hear. Okay, bring your attention back into the room now. Rather than being outside, bring it back inside the room. And let's turn our attention now to taste. What can you taste in your mouth? Can you taste lunch? Maybe you just had dinner before you listen to this. Maybe you've had a glass of wine. Maybe you had a coffee and you can still taste the coffee. What can you taste in your mouth? Maybe you just cleaned your teeth. Maybe you had some gum. Keep your eyes closed and just pay attention to what you can taste. Now, this is really fun to do when you're out for dinner, or you're just having dinner at home. You're about to eat something you enjoy, and you can do this with let's say, a full Sunday roast, and really enjoy the meat, enjoy the stuffing, enjoy the Yorkshire puddings, enjoy the vegetables, enjoy the gravy, and just absolutely hang to every little morsel and focus on each of the flavors coming through. You could do the same with a good English breakfast. Your bacon and eggs, your toast, mushrooms, tomatoes. And of course, you can do this with some of your favorite sweeties too. It might be chocolate. If you're a chocoholic, ooh, this is good to do. Just put one tiny chunk in your mouth and pay incredible, meticulous attention to the flavors coming through. And it isn't just the flavor, isn't just the taste itself, the textures. Is it warm? Is it cold? Can you feel it gently melting in your mouth? So you want to play with all of these things. So taste is a really nice one. What about smell? Let's go on to smell right now. You might be able to smell your own aftershave or perfume. Maybe you can smell cooking. If you are lucky enough to have the windows open, because it's warm where you are, maybe you can smell the fragrance of plants, flowers. Maybe you're unlucky and you're near a farm and they're burning the fields, or maybe they've got cows or pigs or something of that nature, and you can smell it. Woo! There's no right or wrong here. It's just a matter of paying attention, and this calms your thinking down, slows that thinking down. And by the way, this is great if you are about to make a big decision, about to do something difficult, maybe have a staff meeting and it's not a particularly nice one. Maybe you're about to see a friend that you fell out with. All of these techniques can really help you be in the present moment and calm yourself down, put yourself in a much stronger emotional and physical state. Okay, let's go on to touch. Easiest thing to do for this one is you've got your hands on the top of your legs. Just rub your hands up gently, up and down, up and down, up and down, maybe on your trousers or your pants, as you say in the USA. It could be on your skirt or a dress. So as you rub your hands up and down, pay attention to the fabric. Is it soft? Is it silky? Is it furry because it's woolen? Can you feel the knit, the weave on it? Is it warm? Is it cold? Satin or silk could be fairly cold. Or maybe you're in shorts. Maybe you can just feel your skin on your legs. Maybe are you hairy? Have you shaved recently? Is it bristly? What's it feel like? Again, no right or wrong. It's just a matter of paying attention to what you can feel. And as I go quiet to give you a chance to pay attention to what you can feel, that's when your mind might wander. Again, perfectly normal, perfectly natural. The moment you realize that, bring your attention back. This is how you increase the power of your focus. This is so important. So important. Now, if you're feeling the fabric on your trousers or your skirt, wherever it may be, once you feel that fabric, put a little smile on your face and send that loving energy to your heart, because tonight is all about that heart mind connection, that physical and emotional connection. Okay, before we move on, I just want to say that the emotional and psychological level of this heart mind connection is really interesting too. So, if you ever notice how stress or anxiety can make your heart race, I bet you have. But if you've got nervous, you've got anxious, you can feel your heart racing. A number of years ago, I was in meltdown because I was completely and utterly broke. In fact, I was about £50,000 in debt. And I can remember clearly right now laying in bed and my heart is racing. And all I'm doing is thinking about the finances. All I'm doing is thinking about the difficulties that I could endure, the fact that I could lose my house, the fact that I could lose so much. And you can feel your heart racing. Of course, that could be something completely different. It doesn't have to be your finances. It could be fear, walking in the dark, being on a train on your own. You're the only person in this carriage, and now somebody's come on and you don't like the look of them. It can really make you nervous. And so it's your emotions connecting with your thoughts. Or another really good one is how love and joy can give you that warm, full feeling in your chest, that feeling of happiness, that feeling of excitement. And that's the heart mind connection at work again. So, emotional states can have a direct impact on your heart health. This is really important. We talk about the heart being important. We know that so many people these days are under incredible stress as society starts to work harder and harder and harder and harder. We read about that, we hear about that. We're told, oh, only a 40-hour week, but we're squeezed. They want to get every morsel they can out of us. And so if you do feel stress, this is a great way to take care of that. And your emotional states really do have a direct impact on your heart health. And some research even suggests that positive emotions like love and happiness can promote a healthy heart. Again, feel free to do your own research on this, because the more you read, the more you believe it. And believing this stuff is what's important. It's not just me telling you, it's you really listening to it and knowing that it's true. Okay, I want to take the opportunity right now to get you to open your eyes. And now we use sight, and a lot more information comes into the mind right now. So just look forward, or if there's nothing interesting in front of you, maybe a wall, some wallpaper, a painting, a picture, then take the opportunity just to turn left or right, but find something interesting to look at. And put all your attention on it, whatever it may be. And let's start with color. What color or colors can you see? Are they bright colors? Are they dull colors? Are they pastel colors? Is it just one color, but you can see lots of different shades? And what about the texture of whatever it is you're looking at? Is it perfectly flat? If it's wallpaper, is it just perfectly flat? Or has it got that flocked fabric on it? Um, if it's a painting, is it just a print? So it's perfectly smooth, or is it an original? Or has it got art on it? Has it got oils on there to give it some texture? And whatever it is you're looking at, do you think, use your mind's eye now, your imagination, to think about whether it would be warm or cold? Would it be soft to the touch, hard to the touch? Would you be able to feel the bumps on it? Just think about what you can see. I'm going to give you a moment to really pay attention to it. See if you can find something that you've not seen before. By paying such close attention, you can now see something you've not seen before. Now, again, this is really powerful because if you've got your eyes open, which you have right now, that means you could actually use this mindfulness technique in front of other people and they wouldn't even know. And it can be as simple as if you're having a conversation with somebody and you want to calm down or make sure that you slow down or just enjoy the moment dramatically, take an opportunity to notice things about them. Maybe a deep look into their eyes. What color are their eyes? Maybe see if you can notice freckles on their face or if they got dimples. Are they smiling? Or maybe you want to use your sense of energy. Can you feel that they're happy or feel that they're a little distant? There's so many things that you can do to really get you in the present moment. And by paying attention, it can calm your mind down. Now try to put yourself into a neutral place. So if you are talking to somebody, it's very simple for us to start seeing, you can see they're smiling, see they're excited, and we start then to fill in the gaps. So we make lots of presumptions. Just try to stay neutral. And if they seem a little bit sad, again, it's easy to fill in the gaps. And we start making assumptions. We don't know everything, but we start to think we do. Oh, I spoke to him or I spoke to her, and they said this and they said that, and you start creating a story. And it's not necessarily true. And so here's a really good tip. If you are in conversation with somebody and they start to share information with you, then ask lots of questions. Be inquisitive, be curious, and ask questions so that you're not filling in the gaps and making a story up that may not be true. Ask the questions, use your curiosity to really find out what's going on with them. And I bet you find that you have an incredible bond because you're now paying attention to them. Now they really feel heard. It can make a big, big difference to them. So many of us now got screens, we're on our phones, we're on our tablets or iPads, we're watching television, that we are disjointed and we are certainly disconnected from other people. And so by somebody listening and paying attention and that great eye contact can really build rapport. If you're going on a date or maybe a date night with somebody you spent a long time with, take the opportunity to really look into their eyes. Take the opportunity to really listen, active listening, we call it in the coaching world. Really listen to every word they say. Listen to the intonation and then ask those questions. Now, whilst we're here, whatever it is that you're looking at, the picture, the wallpaper, the headboard, whatever it may be that's in front of you, take a moment to think about how you feel about it. Have you got a memory from it? Do you remember putting the wallpaper up? Do you remember choosing the wallpaper with a partner? Do you remember buying the picture, the photo, whatever it is you might be looking at? Just start to remember things about it. And now focus specifically on something good, a good memory. Was it a good time? And if you're saying, well, it reminds me of my partner and my partner's no longer with me, then remember a good time with your partner because this is all about the heart-mind connection. So now we want to take the joy back to the heart. And we can do that through our taste. We can do that through touch. We can do that through smell. We can do that through hearing. And we can do that through our sight. Okay, let's bring the mindfulness to an end right now. I hope you're enjoying that. I hope you're finding this insightful. If you are here for the first time and there are things you're not quite sure about, or maybe I didn't explain something, or maybe you missed the first part of the exercise, feel free to email. It's info@engagewithsuccess.com and I'll happily answer your emails. Don't forget, this is every Monday at 7. That's why it's called M7, My Mind Matters. So M7 makes it really easy to remember. It's Mondays at 7. That's when the live broadcasts come out. And then it is automatically recorded and it will go into all sorts of social media platforms. So you can watch it back or listen to it back. That's why I like to call it a podcast and a broadcast. And so you can do that as often as you would like so you could enjoy this. Now, practice is the term associated with mindfulness and breath work and meditation, because you need to practice, and the more you practice the better you get. So please don't just think this is something I can do once a week. You can, but that means 52 attempts over a period of a year. If you start to do this every day, and in fact you might start to do it 2 or 3 times a day, then it becomes even more powerful, much, much faster. And if this is something you would like to do more regularly, if you are enjoying it, maybe you've attended a couple of the M7s now, then do feel free to reach out to me and ask me about the app, because there is an app, a very powerful app. It's not my app. I didn't create the app, but it is one that I'm associated with and I use, and I certainly recommend it to you. And it gives you the opportunity to touch down with these skills every day, 2 or 3 minutes at a time. So if you think, oh, I haven't got time to do that for 15 minutes, 40 minutes, 60 minutes a day, you don't need to. But what we'll do is get you to touch base with yourself, get connected, reconnected throughout the day, and just stay in control of your thoughts. Really powerful stuff. Okay, I'm going to move on to meditation. This, for me, when you got the time, is the most enjoyable part. If you've had a tough day, if you're already feeling tired, then there's a very good chance you might nod off. That's why I recommend that you stay in a chair. Try to lift your back up if you can. You might want to stick a cushion behind you, a pillow behind you to help you keep your spine nicely aligned. If you do want to lie down, if you have had a tough day, or maybe you haven't been sleeping well, then maybe you want to listen to this whilst lying down, and that could help you get some deep, deep sleep. Now, I'm not going to hypnotize you. Hypnotherapy is something I do believe in. I think it's very, very powerful. I'm not going to try and hypnotize you, but the chances are, as you listen to my voice, if you're lying down, you could nod off. And if that's the case, and you're going to benefit from that, then I'm happy for you. And of course, you can listen to this again on the podcast or on the broadcast. Easiest way to find it is go to the website, engagewithsuccess.com, and click on resources button. Alrighty, close your eyes when you're ready. Put your hands on the top of your legs. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Keep your feet flat on the floor. Breathe in through the nose. Hold on to it for a moment. And let it out through the mouth. Okay, at this point you should be feeling pretty relaxed. With that smile on your face, just allow the joy to make its way down into your body. Feeling really, really good about this. You're really enjoying it. It's far more pleasant than you imagined. And it's easier than you imagined. Again, tonight is all about connecting the heart and the mind. Heart-mind coherence is what it's often called. But whether you're talking about actual physical organs, or you're using your mind and your heart as symbols for logic and emotion, thinking and feeling, there is no doubt about it. These two are definitely intertwined. It's pretty intricate. Again, there's a brain in the heart. If that's new information to you, go check it out. Go Google it. Look on Wikipedia. You'll find evidence to prove that this is true. I like to do evidence-based training, evidence-based techniques. Okay. Nice deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. And I want you to imagine right now 4, 5, 6 inches in front of your eyes, a small ball. It could be a ping pong ball, a golf ball, a tennis ball even, and it's orbiting 4 or 5 or 6 inches in front of you, just spinning around gently. Now think of it as a miniature sunshine. Because it is a miniature sunshine, it is casting out heat as well as light. It's a bright light in front of you, and you can feel the heat, a golden heat or a white light pouring down onto your eyelids. It feels really, really good. And little pools are building up now on the eyelids, little pools of light. Again, you choose what color. It could be a bright white color. I personally prefer the golden light, a beautiful golden yellow color. Not so intense, just nice and clear, but I can feel the warmth from that sunshine. I want you to imagine that energy that's coming in through the eyes now trickles down into the body. Feel it coming into the body. Very relaxing, very calming. In fact, let me take you on a guided tour. Take your energy now from the white light, the golden light on your eyes, and draw that up onto the bridge of the nose. And then continue drawing that up and take it now to your forehead. Imagine that light spreading out to the left and the right, so your entire forehead now being massaged by this beautiful, focused attention. Taking it up now beyond the bridge onto the scalp, up across the back of the head, down to the back of the neck. As that light transfers from the eyes to the bridge, to the forehead, to the scalp, just imagine it being massaged. You're feeling more and more relaxed by the second. You're feeling really relaxed now. Oh, that feels good. And that light on the back of the neck, beautiful and warm, it's sunshine. Just feel that coming down onto the shoulders, the left and the right. And now from those shoulders, take it into your right shoulder, and I want you to continue taking that light down over the right arm. Over the arm, around and around it spins as it goes over the biceps and the triceps. Imagine now that light is able to penetrate the body. Into your right side it goes, and into the right side of the room it goes. Let's take that light now down the left-hand side. Same idea, very relaxing, down over the biceps, the triceps. Bring that light down into the elbow. Into the wrist, into the hand. Now both arms are filled with light. I want you now to feel that energy coming out through the hands, out through the thumbs and each of the 4 fingers on the left and the right. Now you've got 5 beams of light coming out of both hands. As you breathe in, remember to send that energy, that love to the heart. Alrighty, let's take that energy now down from the back of the neck. Let's bring it forward to the front of the body. Bring it down over the chest. Little by little, over the chest it goes. Okay, now let's take that energy down over the front of the body. So bring it from the back of the neck round to the front, and let's take it down over the top of the chest, over your pecs, heading down towards your 6-pack, or in my case a little keg. But don't just have the light on the outside of the body. Now have it enter the body, coming into the body through the chest. And feel it manipulating, cuddling, and making you feel very calm and relaxed. Your entire body now sinking into that chair. Let's bring the light from the back of the neck now, down the spine, vertebra by vertebra, bone by bone by bone by bone by bone. Take it down through the spine. As it makes its way down through the spine, imagine it massaging your spine. Imagine it massaging your neck, your shoulders. Bringing that light down now, vertebra by vertebra, down the back, halfway. If you struggle with your back, maybe sit up straight. Really try to energize your body. If that hurts, if you struggle to sit up, then don't. The idea is that you're really, really comfortable. Beyond the halfway mark now, down to the 3/4 mark, vertebra by vertebra, down to the tail end of the spine. Now bring your energy from the back of the neck, bring it round to the front. So now we know that the front, the torso, submerged, completely and utterly submerged in this beautiful light. Now imagine that energy as it makes its way down your body, getting to the hips and spinning around and around and around and around. And then once that's done, slowly pull it into the buttocks. Let's start with the right buttock. Draw that energy in. And now allow the breathing to be brought back in through the nose, out through the mouth. Breathing deeply, breathing comfortably. Now let's take that energy from the waist area into the buttocks, left and right buttocks. We're going to go down the right leg first. Right buttock, bringing that power, bringing that energy to the upper part of the leg, spinning around and around and around and around, not just on the outside, but also on the inside. Giving love to your kidneys, your liver. And now taking that energy into the legs. Let's start with the right leg, top right leg. Energy spinning around now, coming down towards the knee. Any aches or pains that you might have in the knees being released and let go. Great, let's go to the top left-hand side now. So from the left buttock, let's take that light down through the leg, over those big muscles, heading down towards the knee. If you've got any aches or pains in that knee, allow those to diminish, allow those to be released, allow those to disappear into the ether. Taking the energy now beyond the knee, down over the shins and the calves, into the ankle. And now bring that light forward on both feet, into the ball of both feet, into the arch of both feet, into the flat forward part of each foot. And now 5 beams of light coming out of both big toes, and the second, the third, and the fourth toes. And your body, although relaxed, feels completely and utterly energized. You feel like you could take on the world right now. Okay, let's take that love further. Now that our entire body is submerged in this white light, this golden light, imagine your aura that we spoke about a little earlier. Imagine your aura being all around your body. So you're now surrounded by this white light, this golden light. You decide which color, and start to expand it. Allow it to expand. And the idea here is that you can get Ideal World to agree to move things around gently. Taking the opportunity now just to gently push these things around so you can get really, really comfortable. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Now your aura getting bigger and bigger and bigger as that aura grows. Imagine it now again in an ideal world being 3, 4, 5, 6 inches around your body, glowing brightly. And you're feeling energized, really energized. Now as you do that, imagine that white light, that golden light, whatever light you've decided to make that, imagine that coming to the heart. All of that energy now going to the heart, feeding it, loving it, caring for it. It feels really, really good. And imagine your aura, the energy field all the way around you now becoming brighter and brighter and brighter. The heart now starts to feed your aura, so everything is connected. Just imagine the flow that we're in right now. So the energy, the source of that energy coming off of that ping pong ball, golf ball, tennis ball, whatever you decided to use in your mind's eye. The light coming onto the eyelids, onto the face, making their way up over the forehead, onto the scalp, down the neck, down over the front of the body, down through the back of the body, down through the spine, into the arms, into the hands, out through the fingers. Coming down through the body now, into the buttocks, through the legs, down past the knees, into the ankles, into the feet. And now 5 beams of light coming up the left and right feet. Oh boy, you are feeling energized beyond belief. As you breathe in, imagine that golden light, that white light, filling your heart with love, filling your heart with joy. And then as you breathe out, imagine that joy, that energy, that excitement, that passion filling up your aura all around your body. Now we talk about 4, 5, 6 inches away from the body. It's believed that your aura can be up to 6, 7, 8, 9 feet away from you. But of course it takes practice. It takes practice to share your energy field and push it out there. Big smile on your face. Feeling the love, feeling the happiness, feeling the joy. As you breathe in, imagine that golden light filling up your body. And as you breathe out, imagine it filling up your aura. Okay, we're going to bring that light back now. Let's bring the aura back in. Bring all of the energy from the aura down to the feet, bringing the energy in through the toes into the feet. Across the bottom of the feet, into the balls of the foot, up into your ankles. We're going to do both legs at the same time. Up past the shins and the calves into the knee. From the knees up through those big muscles at the top part of the leg into the buttocks. From the buttocks come up to the waistline and spin the energy around and around and around and around. High speed, spinning around your waist. Now bringing the energy up through the back, through the spine, vertebra by vertebra, and also up over the chest area. And as the energy makes its way up, feel it caring for your lungs, for your heart, for your kidneys, for your liver, all the organs being cared for. Bringing that light up now to the shoulders. Now let's draw it in through the hands, drawing it back in through the fingers, into the palm, into the wrist, up through the arms, left and right at the same time, into the elbows, up through the upper part of the arms, over the biceps and triceps, heading now into the shoulders. And finally from the shoulders, bring it to the back of the neck. Gently bring it up over the top of the head. Oh, you're feeling so relaxed, so calm. Now feeling it come all the way forward onto your forehead, down over the nose, over the lips. Bring the energy back to the focus of your eyelids. That little miniature sunshine, just 4, 5, 6 inches in front of you, but you can feel the heat, that miniature sunshine, gorgeous. It feels so good. I feel like you've been on a holiday today. You are so relaxed. And then let's let that energy go. On the count of 3, you'll be able to open your eyes. 1, 2, 3. I don't know about you, I felt like I nodded off a couple of times there. I got so relaxed. So relaxed. And if that's the same for you, hey, maybe this is what you needed. So do feel free to tune into this. If you can't sleep, try it, play with it. Break the recording down if you need to. So you've got a meditation. Break the recording down so that you've got the breath work, you've got the mindfulness. So we play with different things each week. It's not necessarily all the same. I do have some core exercises that I like to play with, and we will also always do breath work, mindfulness, and meditation, because these 3 work beautifully as a trio. They work hand in hand, and you can do what we've done tonight and escalate it from level to level. We could just pick the one. Listen, I hope you found this useful. I hope you found it helpful. If you have, then feel free to come back and join us. We're live on Mondays at 7 p.m, hence the M7, and it's all about My Mind Matters. So it can be about calming the mind, but it's also about using the mind to create our reality. It's about using the mind to manifest the life of our dreams. It's about mastering the mind so we can live life on our own terms. But as you've experienced tonight, it's also about emotional management, and the mind is a big part of that. These 2 tools, mind mastery and emotional management, are the crowning glory of everything that I do. I teach several different systems. Engage is the big one. Engage is the daddy or the mummy of the systems, and that is the full system to help you engage with life and to be able to build the future that you would like. If you'd like to learn more, go to engagewithsuccess.com. I want to take a moment to thank you for being here this evening and wish you well. I look forward to seeing you on the next recording. This is the ultimate destination for exploring the inner workings of your mind, unlocking the secrets to cultivating a success mindset, and igniting your personal growth for lasting inner peace. Through immersive workshops, you will experience the synergy of breathwork, mindfulness, and meditation as catalysts for your mental fitness and profound transformation. You'll be guided on a path to embrace the present moment, master your mind, and cultivate emotional management. Engage with success and attain your state of grace by tuning in for the live broadcast of M7 My Mind Matters on Mondays at 7 p.m. UK time, or catch up at your convenience on social media. Visit engagewithsuccess.com and click on the resources button for links and plenty of free inspiration.